getting so loud. Say what it is, it's so impossible. But if I just say what it is, it tends to sublimate away.
Hey everybody, what to do? Welcome back to another vid by your boy, Joe Van. This is going to be another little passing thought, and to be specific, I'm recording this like the second I got home, and I was having this passing thought as I was driving home from work, and the thought is, when you think about it, everybody kind of disassociates depending on the scenario. But okay, let me reel that back a second. First off, what is disassociation? That's disassociating from your personality. And then I got to do another little rewind for a sec and say, first off, the idea of your personality as like a sense of self is kind of an illusion, because you're multiple selves, right? Depending on any given scenario. So an easy, fun little word play to do there is to think of someone who has multiple personality disorder would mean that everybody who isn't someone who has that disorder has multiple personality order, right? So it's like, you're this person when you're in this scenario, you're this person when you're in this scenario, right? Like, you're in a life-threatening scenario, you're going to act differently than when you're like, you know, sweet-talking someone in bed, that kind of a thing, right? Like, you're these different modes and different types of people given on any different scenario. So, sense of a single self is kind of an illusion. Then, going on from that, you have people who have dissociative personality disorder, and that can be people who like have schizophrenia, people who have bipolarism, but everybody else still has that potential, and it kind of happens a lot when you think about it, but it's only in specific scenarios. So one scenario would be being at a concert, right? You're listening to music, you're getting into it, and obviously when I say a scenario, it's not like just everybody who goes to a concert is all of a sudden just like completely loses themselves and just becomes like an animal or something. But if you allow yourself to just get into the music, you start to feel the vibe, and you're like rocking with everybody else, and it just becomes this thing where you're no longer one single person around a crowd of people, you're all just a crowd of people, right? And you kind of lose yourself, right? That's kind of where that term comes from. Same goes with if you're like athletic or musical, when you go into the zone, you kind of literally lose yourself and just immerse yourself completely in the moment, and your sense of self just disappears with it, right? You disassociate from your personality, but in a way that isn't unhealthy necessarily, right? And another example would be like church sermons or like cults and stuff. They'll perform practices like singing together or chanting, or like yell something out and someone yells it back, kind of a thing. And you do that with the whole crowd. It can create this kind of like this strange thing where all of a sudden it's a group, it's not several people. And then the same obviously goes with like mobs and stuff like that, or just large crowds where something happens and then everybody just kind of gets like swept up in the moment, kind of a thing, right? But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys, that concept of things that you associate just purely with negativity, like disassociation, is kind of something that everybody goes through, right? And it's not abnormal, it's completely normal. We just have different words to describe it when it's in a scenario that isn't particularly dangerous to the individual or others, that kind of a thing, right? Or not completely destabilizing. It's just specific for certain scenarios. But yeah, so that's all I got for you this time. I hope you guys enjoyed that fun little passing thought, me sharing it with you guys. Let me know if you found that interesting, or if you completely disagree, or if you agree but in a different way. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, do all whatever the heck all that fun stuff is that people like doing on the interwebs. And until next time, sleep well, my primates. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.